Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Exoripple here, and today we're going to be doing a little VOD review of some of my recent ranked things. Right off the bat, this first fight we jump into with 20 people left. We get 0 damage on entry, take 40 damage between the car and his shots. Managed to get decent control of builds and height, and then he takes height back with the shockwave. And right here you'll see me miss a cone edit, and then I fail to leave my box to create any space to give myself time to heal and make a dumb play for a shot that most likely would not kill him, and I would still have to finish him with the AR if he missed his shot again. This next fight we're jumping on to is a later game fight. We only have 7 people left. This guy is down below me in these builds, so I see an opportunity to get kind of cheeky height advantage without him really knowing I'm above him. Place a little pyramid, make myself a ramp, and wait for him to push up out of his builds. And then you will see I get a nice amount of entry damage before pushing into him. The grapple I take is not the best grapple for sure, but all in all we managed to clean up the fight pretty well. Right here, I completely missed the fact that he edits his floor to drop down behind me, but we managed to get a nice shot off and get a wall placed to avoid taking any more damage. And then right here, we are chasing him, managed to keep that crosshair lined up on him and get the quick elimination and get in the zone as soon as possible. Reloading that AR to get ready for the next fight. We're trying to rotate into zone using as few mats as possible. Taking a launch pad, and unfortunately did not get sniped out of the air right here. And then pretty conservative on mats right here, just doing a 1 box. Rotating to that next zone as soon as possible. Hopefully not have to use too many mats for my rotation. Not a bad rotation at all. Right here, I should have stayed in my box instead of actually editing this wall and trying to build another box. It would have kept me from taking any damage from that cluster clinger. Once this medallion player gets knocked, instead of running over like I did without building anything, I should have grappled over and instantly built instead of wasting those mats after I already wasted those heals too. And then you'll see right here, I continue to kind of panic build or panic piece, I guess, because I just wanted to have control of everything around me. But I really should have been just focused on conserving mats. And you can see I'm looking for that other medallion right now that already got picked up. And I just really was botting out. You can see I waste another 30 material right here, just taking this part of this 1 by 1 that I don't even need. $40 material. Patiently waiting on that zone to push in. Right here, I should be going out of the back of the box, and instead I'm still looking around for any loot that could possibly help me, but I really don't need anything else at this point in the game beside Matt. Right here, we make a nice little 1 by 1. not too wasteful. Get a nice rotate into zone. Use a little more mats than need to, but just trying to avoid getting hit. I don't know if I could have mined that rock in my 1x1 currently, but I'm pretty sure that I probably could have collected some brick from that. Just to mat up a little bit towards the late game. You can see I take height right here. I have no idea where the dude is, so I'm kind of panicking. Get over here back to the mainland where the, or back up on the high ground where the zone's rotating towards. See him coming around, get some nice first shot damage, or some nice damage first, and he ends up sniping me in the head. Unfortunate result. GG's. I even had a sniper in my inventory I could have used, or if I hadn't been so wasteful with mats, I could have built over to him and box fought him. Now we are dropping into our next game. We're going to see a quick fight right off the start. A couple people contesting nearby areas, and one of them I knew was going to this brick area right here on my right that I did not want him to push over to me before I pushed over to him, or him catch me off guard before I could catch him off guard. So as you can see, this is my typical drop spot. I'm going to land right here on the shotgun. We're going to grab an SMG, and then we're going to run over to this hut, get full shield and launch pad out of here over to this guy that I just saw land nearby. As you can see right here, he's beside the tree, and I completely just do not see him at all on that side of my screen. And then the visual audio cues come into play. And then I didn't hear that I ran out of mats and just kind of botted out. Wasn't thinking about how early in the game it was, and I didn't collect any mats. So you saw me spam build a little bit right there before the end of that fight, but or try to spam build a little bit before the end of that fight, but I was fortunately able to clean it up with good shotgun aim and good AR aim. Right here in this next fight, you see us get a couple tags off start before I grapple over, because I figure this guy is probably in a little bit of a panic because he doesn't seem to be wanting to fight anybody right now. So we grapple over to this building, and there he is right below me. No free shot on the way in, but I chase him right in here, and he's got everything pieced up. Going ahead and trying to take this wall. And I'm going to go ahead and try and place a cone in his box, you'll see in a second. Not realizing that you can't place anything in front of the vault door. And he gets one free shot off me. Fortunately only does 50 damage. And I'm able to back up, pop a shield fish real quick. Go back in there and attempt to take his wall again. Fortunately we get the wall, get a nice shot off, and he breaks through the wall, finding us another easy shot for him. Clean up the fight. Okay, our next fight you're going to see me jump into is a late game fight. Feeling pretty good this game and just really wanting the smoke apparently. So I pushed this kid, box up above his builds, and this is the game where I learned that you actually need to take someone's cone first before you take the side wall, because if you are counting on your top wall to defend you if they edit their cone, you're just going to keep hitting your top wall the entire time trying to hit their bottom wall.
I literally suck.
Learn that the hard way right here. Go for the cone,
I hit it?
and then he actually edits the floor, maybe going for a cheeky shot, I'm not sure. So I take the floor and get a really nice pump shot off. And then go up and get height, because I know he's trying to heal, so I attempt to pressure from the other side. This time not placing a wall up top, but missing the full piece right here where I could have easily boxed this guy in and got a easy pump finish. And then just dealing a little bit of damage, he manages to get up above me, and I drop right here, get back into builds, and then right here you'll see a guy try and jump into the back of my box after I deal a return shot to this guy. Right there, and so now I'm just focused on healing and not dying. and it sent me into a little bit of a panic. I deal a nice return shot right there, so he stops pressuring me, and then go for another pump shot on this guy. We cleaned up the AR kill, go for another kill right here, and managed to get a couple white tags on this kid. Unfortunately unable to get the kill. And then I attempt to go for the guy above me again and make a pretty dumb play you'll see in just a second. So right here we're going back up for height. And right here I should have floor coned or floor stared to avoid getting hit by that pump shot. So we box up real quick. He's got this wall. I take the wall back. And right here I should have stopped and I should have started healing. And instead I decided to rotate over towards this guy. Box up. And I am able to get the heal off, fortunately. But what I could have done if I healed over there is actually been able to still clean up that fight, because I was definitely mechanically more skilled than the kid I was trying to fight right there. And could have got myself another pick as well as possibly a map refresh. This rotation you're about to watch right here is actually the rotation that leads to my death due to me not tarping before grappling and setting up a nice clean quick grapple into the zone. Did not have a clean rotation right there at all. Fortunately, I'm able to get off most of a med kit before the zone starts to push me in. Drop down to continue to try and tarp. Mess up my build, spam build a little bit. Now you can see I'm in a full-blown panic, missing edits, and wasting materials. And then you'll see me grapple into zone, taking another shot. This guy knows I'm white health because I have no shield on at this point. Able to deal a return shot right there. I should have ramped in my box and gone off the back of my
34, bro. What?
And tarped into zone further and gave myself an opportunity to heal. But learning situation. Right here, you'll see me sitting in a 1x1 waiting for the end game and getting a little bit of pressure from above. This guy managed to shoot through my builds a couple times, get me a little bit flustered right here before the end game. And then I boxed up, get my big pots off.
What the fuck do you have?
Right here, he had to reload even though he could see into my box. Now we've rotated over to zone. Only took a little bit of storm damage. Not too worried about that at all. Good setup opportunity to try and get some picks right here. Playing very passive. Just trying to get that zone, get into the next zone, and be able to get box set up. A little bit wasteful on mats. Probably should have gone with the 1x1. Pretty even trade with that kid right there. Right here, I realistically probably should have shockwaved over to this kid and tried to fight him. For that zone positioning to get up the hill earlier and potentially more mats, because as you guys will see in the rest of the video, I don't really take any fights and I do end up getting a top 3, but you'll see I run out of mats and basically am looking like a fish out of water at the end of the game. looking for any cheap shots or easy picks. Gonna hit another shockwave into zone and slide right onto the other side of the mountain. Now this low ground really put me at a disadvantage later on in the game. Even with shockwaves. Right here, I potentially could have stayed all the way down here and just hidden, but you know, I don't really like to play it that risky, even though it probably wasn't that risky in hindsight. So we shockwave up, managed to catch myself before just wasting an entire shockwave. Wasting a little bit too many mats again, doing a 2x1 instead of a 1x1. This would really be a good opportunity to shockwave up to the guy fighting right now. So I take that and do manage to get up there. Attempt to retake height, but I really shouldn't be trying to retake height from someone who has height. I should be trying to retake height from someone who drops down to me and is, you know, smacking my box or something like that. So here I rotate over to zone, and that's where I realize I'm out of mats and basically hoping for a dumb edit from one of these guys and an easy shot. But you'll see right here, this kid takes the edit and I don't have the shot lined up. And he had 192 anyways, so I probably
No
win.
math.
You gonna leave me now? Here in this last fight, you see me landing in my typical landing spot, contested with someone in the houses actually at the landing spot this time. So fortunately I get pump AR, shield right off rip, and I'm set up perfect. Full shield, full pump, or green pump, green AR, and even the ballistic shield. It's like, I really couldn't ask for anything better to push over. The one guy that's a potential third party hops in a car and dips, so it's really just a 1v1 at this point, and I know where the guy is at. Here I see him. He attempts to throw a cluster clinger at me after I thought he didn't know I was there. So obviously now he knows I'm there and I know he knows. Hoping for a cheeky advantage or first shot off in this fight to get the basically get the advantage to start the fight off and have a reason to push. Trying to look for that health advantage. Right here I have my shield out, going for a little bit of piece control. Managed to take these stairs into a cone, pull off a decent edit, or I got the cone, but I shouldn't have edited down so soon, especially once I saw him throw that. I should have ran out the back of that door.
If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thank you.